everybody, thank you so much for watching and welcome to another video as part of my Essence mini series. And today I've put together some makeup products for you guys under the value of $40 or just under 400 Rand if you are from South Africa. So I wanted to create a kind of like a makeup kit for you guys using all Essence products under $40. So I'm so excited to be sharing this with you guys. I mean, where in the world can you find a full face of makeup products, foundation, brows, I mean bronzer, highlighter, face, lips, everything for under 400 Rand or $40. So I'm so excited to be sharing this video with you guys and I hope you enjoy it. So let's jump into it. To prep my skin, I just applied a little bit of moisturizer and now we can go ahead with foundation. I'm using this Essence Instant Matte Makeup and it's supposed to be a 18-hour super long lasting mineral powder complex, and I have it in the shade Ivory Matte or Matte Ivory, and it is a very like matte pasty consistency, if you can see, and it is a little bit too light for my skin at the moment, but we'll just bronze it up with bronzer a little bit later. So I'm just dotting this all over my skin first and then I'll dab it in with my damp beauty sponge. Okay, so this foundation is pretty hard to blend, but if you use a damp beauty sponge and just work really quickly, it does blend out very beautifully and it has a like a velvety matte texture. So next for brows, I'm using this Essence brow pomade that I love to use. It's pretty affordable and it comes close to some of the Benefit brow products that I love to use as well. So this is what it looks like. It's just called the Essence Eyebrow Gel and it's just a shaping brow pomade. I have it in the shade brown. You get blonde and you get brown. So I like to go for a little bit of a darker brow, especially if you blonde. I just think it looks really pretty. So I'm going to use a little bit of this. So first I'll just brush out my brows and then I'll apply a little bit of the brow pomade onto my brush. This is the eyebrow brush from Essence as well. And then what I'll do is I'll just carve out my brows and fill them in. And that's basically it. This brow pomade is so easy to use and I use it almost every single day. So just to go a step a little bit further, because brows are really important for me, so if you want to you can skip the second step, but I have to go in with a brow gel. This is the Essence Make Me Brow, also in brown, and I'm just going to set them in place. So that's the brows. I love a natural full looking brow. So my arch isn't perfect, my beginning of my brow isn't perfect, but it looks full and just healthy. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Essence Camouflage Full Covering Concealer and I have it in the shade 10 Nude, and I'm just going to pop this mainly under my eyes. And I like to go on the sides of my nose just to thin out the nose a little bit, and then down the bridge, a little triangle on the forehead and a little bit on the chin and cupid's bow, and then I'll just blend that out. Same technique with my beauty sponge. And that is concealer, brows and foundation all done, we are going to continue with the rest of the face quickly. But I do wanted to mention, if you are not a foundation and a concealer girl and you have pretty good skin by itself and you don't like that full coverage type of look, I do recommend you picking up the Essence Camouflage 2-in-1 makeup and concealer. It doubles up as a foundation and as a concealer, so if you are interested, I would honestly recommend you picking that up. I would love to use that in this video. Maybe I'll do another video when I'm a little bit paler, but I have some self tan on right now and that shade is way too light for me, so I just wanted to put it out there and just let you know. But for the rest of the face, and I know in the camera it's looking like my face is so much lighter than my body, but in real life I promise you it doesn't look that bad. But we are going to bronze it up, and for the rest of my face I'm going to be using one palette. So for bronzer, powder and blush and highlighter, I'm using one palette. So this is a pretty affordable palette and you can basically use this for all three of those things. So for my setting of my under eyes, I'm going to use this middle shade and I'm just going to set my under eyes basically wherever I applied that concealer. Because that foundation is matte, I don't want to apply any powder. Well, you don't have to, just to keep that like glowiness. Okay, and then for my bronzer, I'm going in with this bronzing shade and I'm basically just going to bronze up my skin, and this is where the lighter foundation doesn't really matter. So a little tip for you, if you have a little bit of a tan going on and you don't have a darker foundation, don't worry, you can still use it. Just bronze up your face with some bronzer or some contouring powder. So I'm just placing this where I would normally do my contour, so at the back of my cheekbones. Okay, so I'm moving away from the light a little bit because I think the light is just washing me out. So I'm just continuing with the bronzing, and then I also like to take it up to my temples and just like blend it along my hairline. I don't know, I think that looks really pretty. And also along the jawline. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little eyeshadow brush and the same bronzing shade, and I'm going to contour my nose. So I'm just putting some shadows on the side, just like that. Okay, and then while we are on the bronzer, I'm taking a fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'm popping that very roughly into my crease. And then I also like to smudge it along my lower lash line. I do this so often, I don't even need a mirror anymore. Okay, and then moving on to that, I think this is kind of like a blush slash highlighter in one. So it's just a very beautiful like rose goldy shimmer type of shade. So I'm going to apply that onto the apples of my cheeks and just blend it up, kind of like highlighter. And then I also just like to pop it on my temples. So everywhere where the light would naturally hit your face. And on the tip of my nose, like that natural sun-kissed glow. And then I'm going to take that highlighter or blush shade one more time, and I'm literally just popping it onto my finger and smudging it onto my lid. There we go. I love how it's looking so far. The look is finally coming together. I was afraid in the beginning, but I also think the studio lights just washed me out so much because it's so overcast today and I really wanted to film this video for you guys. So for mascara, I'm using this new Volume Stylist 18-hour curl and hold mascara, and this one has little micro styling fibers in there and I absolutely love the wand. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 coats of this. I am going to be applying some false lashes, but you don't have to because this mascara is so amazing on its own. So let me apply a coat and then I'll show you. So that is what the mascara looks like on. I absolutely love this mascara, but I am a lash girl, so if you want to push it a little bit further, maybe turn this into a night out makeup look or even a Christmas day to night look, you can just add some lashes. So these are from Eylure London and they are in the number 117. It's the lashes I always use. You can get it at the drugstore, exactly where you get Essence from. So I'm just going to pop these on. Whoopsie. Okay, so that is without the lashes, so just the mascara, and then with the lashes, but it's all up to you whether you want to do just mascara or add some Vavavoom with some lashes. And then for lips, I wanted to give you guys options. So if you like a matte lip, you can go in with one of these Essence long lasting or ultra last lip liners. This one I'm using today is in the shade Lavender Blender and it's a beautiful like mauvey purpley shade. So if you wanted to have a matte lip, you can just use this. They last pretty well and they've become my favorite new Essence liners. But if you want to do a little bit more of a gloss, you can go in with the Essence Volume On Plumping Lip Gloss. This one is in the shade Sieste Bon Sieste Bon Bon. I think I'm going to do both, so I'm going to apply this first and very, very lightly. It's almost as if I'm just applying to the bottom. Just blending it up, so I'm barely applying anything because it is a little bit dark, but I like this mauve shade with this glowy look. And then I'm just gonna go in with this lip gloss, and I have been keeping this lip gloss in my handbag because I just love how it tingles. So that is everything I have to share with you guys today. I wanted to put together a Essence makeup kit where you basically have everything you need for a full face of makeup every single day, or just, you know, an everyday makeup look that looks absolutely stunning. And I wanted to put this together for you guys under a certain amount because, I mean, it's so hard these days to buy a full face of makeup at once. And to be honest, $40 or 400 Rand is so affordable. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment down below and I'll reply to you. And then if you are not subscribed, I would love for you to click this picture. My Essence playlist is over here, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.